new day today. Welcome to part 2 with civilization restarted on Earth. Yeah, this is a great time to be alive. Alright, so where are we gonna start off as? Dark Magenta just gonna be expanding. Then, that's sorry. Okay, then, come on. Then Magenta also just expanding. And yeah. Sorry. And I guess I have surrounded the entirety of the island, so now they know what it looks like. It looks like this. So they now know what the entirety of the island looks like. So now they just have to explore into more into the island.
Cool, look at that.
Alright, now Dark Magenta is gonna be expanding too. Alright, I can just listen. There. And Dark Magenta is actually doing pretty good here. And now the original Magenta just takes over all that. And Dark Magenta just wants like this big chunk, so what do? Basically they just make it a little trade, I guess, so yeah. Oh yeah. Green, yellowish green. I almost forgot about you, dude. As they're gonna keep on expanding throughout here, they find a bit of it since they started their civilization here. Oh, not there. Since they started their civilization about here, they think that this entire body of water is just another lake or something, a large lake.
Oh, it's scared.
And now that
Oh, cool.
Alright, and now the yellowish green country or whatever is gonna expand. Now they think it's an ocean, and now they think it's a literal ocean, although it is. Yeah. Yes, body of waters. And they see an island from a distance, and they take the island a little. And I'm making this accurate, because, I mean, why? Because there's mountains over here, of course. But to a big surprise, a new tiny little country starts on the island. And actually, they're pretty good at climbing mountains and making towns and cities on it. So then they quickly take over the bottom half of the island, and yellowish green isn't happy about that because they want to take the island. So what do? They go to war. And actually, teal is doing pretty good here, and then they win and take some other islands. Now that yellowish green wasn't so happy about that, they just went back to expanding. and then found a lake looking thing, and another one, and yeah, now that and now they even found this island over here. And wait, did I accidentally call the lake an island by accident? Did I? I don't think I did. Whatever. And they keep on finding more lakes. They were actually getting pretty happy about this. Why? Because, well, farmers. Yeah. Now, let's move on all the way to Egypt, where the first civilization had started. Maybe. Which, that's actually happening. Yeah. I don't know if they're actually following along by the. Oh, okay. They're a pretty long country, and some even.
My garden.
And then they started looking for some lakes here. What the heck? Okay, that was just weird. Alright. Oh! Oh! Okay, that was not normal. Oh. Bam! World took. That's a pretty good speed run right there. Alright, now we have a new biggest country. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's actually not gonna happen. Maybe somewhere in the future. And since a whole bunch of explorers have found this entirely big part of land, they were actually pretty happy about it. That now they have more land. Because, I mean, who doesn't like land? Alright, anyways. Now the Pink Nation is expanding. Yeah, they're now gonna take a little bit of a break from exploring. But some explorers do want to explore a little bit more. And they agree with it, so they just go here. Until they find some patches of grass over here. And what do? They try to take over all that there. Now that that's out the way, let's go ahead and check what's happening here. Red and blue keep on like hating on each other, but blue is still trying to discover what this big lake is, or ocean, what they thought it was, but no, it turns out that it was actually a lake, and then they finally explored the entirety of it. And now they were pretty happy about it. And then went back to exploring. And they keep on exploring. And they are a pretty good old vast nation. Until for once, Red actually explored for once. And also made some trade agreement with Orange, just having a little bit of piece of land. And actually, Orange's capital is right over here. But they don't want it there, so instead it's somewhere over here, I guess, or here, or just this, or like adding it, or like this or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, Red actually expands into some land for once. And why are they doing that? Because they might think that there's gonna be some more lakes in here. Or whatever. I don't know, but they think that there's gonna be more bodies of water. And some explorers try to make predictions, for they like some mappers even try to make predictions, thinking that there's gonna be a whole bunch of body of water over here with a bit of some islands. Yeah, they make some predictions thinking that there's gonna be a body of water there, although there isn't gonna be any bodies of water there. And actually, people believe in that prediction of the mappers. So what do? They really expand a lot, but their prediction was a lie. They did not find a body of water, unfortunately. So yeah, but they still have hope for water. Just like what my second grade teacher once said, never never give up, keep going. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, my second grader teacher once said, never give up. And yeah, until some explorers did find a body of water, and now they actually were happy. They actually were happy in their leader that because the leader once said, never give up. Kind of inspirational. Wait a minute. Does that mean the red leader is my second grader teacher? It's a miracle. And Red also wanted this island, so Orange accepted, I guess. But no, the red leader isn't actually going to be my second grader teacher. Like, why? Why would it? And now we're going to move on to here, where Cyan is starting. A Cyan nation. And they kind of expand a little. Even discovering a bit of some islands. And starting off at this huge body of water. Oh, and also Ender M. That method by just like doing this to expand the nations. Yeah. Thanks for using that method, I guess. And now the Cyan Nation is like gonna expand a bit some more. And yeah, and then they find some more lands, and yeah. Oh, and also tell me if I should like add in some stuff, if you want, I guess. Tell me in the comments, I guess. Yeah, if I should add some details to this. Yeah. And they even just like sailed to this part of land over here. And they were actually quite surprised. And yeah, it's starting to look like they're getting some Carthage vibes too. And they have successfully, well, kinda successfully surrounded this body of water. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's check all the way. I don't know. Let's take a look at Italy all the way here, where a tiny little nation starts. You know where this is going. Roman vibes. But instead of having Roman vibes, instead they're just gonna be having some peaceful ones, like just expanding pretty peacefully, and definitely not killing any tribal, definitely not killing any tribes out there. Just like a yellow screen. Yeah. Alright. But they are a pretty vast nation. And discovers an island. And then another one down south of them. They're going into the south. Alright. Now, now let's move back onto pink. Since after that break, they go back to some expanding. And, yeah, they expand a little bit more. And, keep on doing this little method. And they they discover a bit more of the Mediterranean Sea. And they kind of call it and they don't know if it is the Mediterranean Sea. Well, they didn't call it the Mediterranean Sea because they didn't think of anything else than Mediterranean. So what did they name it? They name it the Pink Sea because I mean, well, they are the only nation that has a whole bunch of land that has sea borders with the Mediterranean, and well, a lot of it, like, yeah, a lot. Now that they now that they keep on expanding, they're doing pretty good actually. And find some more body of waters. Okay, again, body of waters. Oh my god, I meant to say bodies of waters. Yeah. Okay. All right. And now that they just keep on going more. And they keep going. Alright, now they keep expanding more. Yeah. I do lots of vast expanding.
This is not the right plant. See, Cole?
Hold on. Alright, so now they're getting pretty big, but then they kind of break away. Wait a minute. Alright, never mind. And then there was some rebellions happening. I mean, riots happening. That they also want independence, because they want to sometimes go on their own way. So what happens? A rebellion starts, which is, well, what's happening right now. And they're doing pretty good with the rebellion, because I mean, the reason that they're revolting is because just like how America revolted, they were getting taxed a lot. Sorry, I'm just doing something for my little brother. Just give me a minute. Alright, now, alright, I'm back. As I was saying, they expand. They successfully get these lakes now. And completely surround this area. And then take all of that. It's a pretty big encirclement though. And yeah, they then they make a little bit of peace, so they make an agreement where the Purple Nation gets to have all this. And yeah, I think that might be. Oh wait, and also they get to have like this a bit of this peninsula on Cyprus. Well, actually, they get to have the entirety of Cyprus instead. And hold on. And Pink instead gets to have a bit of this. So, anyways, yeah, that's the rest for the video now. Bye.